everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This is a team that may be out of the playoff chase at this point, but they're an organization with a ton of pride, and they'll be playing hard all the way to the final whistle of the final game, no matter where they are in the standings. It's the Dolphins going up against the Browns. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns.
All right, here we go. Over.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. And here's a look at the starting offense. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And the play clock's running down. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. They find some open field here. Pass, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
On second down, Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater now looking to throw on, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Now let's go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Third down and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. Lynch now throwing on third. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down.
Let's go. Wait, 9, 4.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on third down.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Tiger. Hey.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Green 39. Watching that, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And now Lynch. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
3-19. Now, check. Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. He's got Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Cleveland after this. One man in the backfield, Elliott. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. In motion left is Beckham. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll put Fuller in motion right. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there,
Here we go.
that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down now after the incompletion. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side.
Here we go. Here we go. Green, 39. Back 99. Gone.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here we go on 4th down with Lynch. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll get 32 yards there. And it's 1st down, Miami.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now Lynch on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over! Gun!
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Lynch finding time. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back. And
he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go!
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go to Elliott again. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it this time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. He finds Beckham complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, 90.
This time Lynch will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Here we go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Deep drop. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Lynch on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Play action. Now Lynch. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Lynch. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And his throw here is incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Lynch. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again is Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So now here come the Dolphins. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Again, it's Elliott. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. An incredible play there on 4th down. 57 yards.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Down to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Another Wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot. Elliott running right. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.